iHeart fam. You know how we do it here. I pray that everyone is doing well. I pray that you're living your best life and thriving in the things of Jesus. I am hopping on with a quick word of encouragement, word of inspiration, a challenge. Let me first apologize if you hear any knocking, any banging. They're doing some construction around where I am. You all know I've recently relocated from Virginia. So where I am now, they're doing some construction around me. So you may hear some banging or stuff like that, noise in the background. So let me clear that up. That's what it is. But I wanted to hop on for this chat. And you all know I keep it real. Matters of the Heart is transparent, no fluff, anything like that. It's real life because we all go through things and we can't sugarcoat stuff. We have to be real, transparent, and honest so that we can help one another out. That's the point of it. If you're not transparent for me, what's the point of being not being transparent if you're trying to help people? What's the point of not being truthful or honest when you're trying to help one another out? And the thing is, none of us are perfect. We're not perfect. That's why we have Jesus. That's why we have grace and mercy. And he knew that we would go through some stuff. So, I'm hopping off of this chat. Real love. There is a such thing as real love. Let me just tell you that. You all are on this journey with me. We're on this journey together. When it comes to real love, the only way to truly understand real love is by falling in love with Jesus. And there's a song, falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I've ever done. Let me tell you, falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I have ever done. Why do I say that? Well, there's a difference in loving Jesus and falling in love with Jesus. Big difference. I've always loved him, without a doubt. That's where my heart has been. Love Jesus. But when I got to a point where I knew I needed more, there was just something that was missing. I loved him, but I didn't feel like I had that fullness. It was like just something was missing. When I fell in love with him, that's when what was missing disappeared. When I fell in love with him, he filled my heart with everything I needed. Even when times, let's backtrack. Oh no, let's keep going. All right. So when you fall in love with him, like I said, none of us are perfect. But when you fall in love with him, even when you're in a situation, even when you're going through some things, when you're so in love with him, even in the middle of the situation, he's speaking to you. Even in the middle of that situation or that experience or whatever it is you're going through, when you fall in love with him, his voice is still, it's like you become one with him. You're connected with him because it's a deeper love than just loving him. You're in it. It's like you're connected to him. It kind of, it reminds me of mothers when we have children. You carry your child for 9 months, and during that process, you are so connected with your child. even after your child is born, it's like you just have that connection. Your heart, you just know if something is wrong with your child. You can feel their joys, their pains, their excitement. It's like you just know because you have that connection. Falling in love with Jesus is that same connection. I can't even describe what it feels like. It's just something you have to experience. My challenge to you, don't just love Jesus. Fall deeply, head over heels in love with him. Because when you fall in love with him, I was listening to something this morning, and the preacher was talking about he was talking about love and how Jesus sees us, and he made this comment that just it stuck out to me. It just struck a chord. And he said, when Jesus sees you, when he's in love with you, he looks at you and says, "You're mine. You're mine." When you fall in love with him, that's what he's saying about you. You're mine. And this is for anyone, guys, girls. Guys, when you fall in love with him, he looks at you and says, "You know what? He's mine. That's my son. I love him. He's mine. He's protected." Ladies, when you fall in love with him, he looks at you and says, "She's mine. She's protected. She belongs to me." I challenge you to fall in love with Jesus. I promise you, it will be the best thing you've ever done. The best thing you've ever done. I hope this just encouraged you to do exactly what was just talked about. Fall in love with Jesus. The best thing you will have ever done. And remember, you're his. So go ahead and let him fill every part of your heart. Let him fill your entire heart. Let him complete you. You know, the thing, and I'm getting ready to get off because I said this was going to be quick. But when we talk about falling in love, what's the first thing you think about? You have a picture of a man. Oh, well, falling in love with this guy could do it. Or, if he did this, or if he looked like this, or, guys falling in love. Well, let me tell you, my perfect woman would be this, and she would look like this, and that I would fall in love if. And we have all of these conditions of falling in love. But do we ever stop to first say falling in love is falling in love with Jesus? Do we think of Jesus first before we think of a physical human being? Do we first think of Jesus when someone mentions falling in love? Heart fam, fall in love with Jesus. Fall in love with Jesus. I love you all, praying for you all, and once again, fall in love with Jesus. Until next chat, be blessed.